Hi all of you. In this class, let's go to see lens maker's formula and its some related. So mostly in the examination they will ask, okay, write the lens maker's formula and explain the terms in it. So let's see here what is the lens maker's formula and what are the terms in it. Okay. See here, these are some lenses. So this is a convex lens, this is concave lens, this is plano convex lens, this is plano concave lens. Now see the lens maker's formula. We can use this lens maker's formula for all types of lenses. See what is lens maker's formula. 1 by f is equals to n2 by n1 minus 1, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Here n1 is a refractive index of a medium in which lens kept. n2 refractive index of a lens. F is a focal length. r1 and r2 are radii of curvatures of a lens. This formula, this lens maker's formula gives the relation between focal length, refractive indices of a medium and a lens, and radii of curvatures of a lens. Okay, so this is a lens maker's formula. So for a convex lens, how it changes. See for a convex lens, okay, so this is a convex lens. See the surface on which side we take the object is taken as a surface 1 and the other surface is a surface 2. So here object is taken on the left side, so this surface is a 1 and this surface is a 2. Okay, for this the incident light rays from object incidents in the direction from left to right. So that's why that means R1, the distance from center of a lens to C1 is taken as a positive. Already we know that is a sign conventions. All the distances measured in the direction of incident light rays are positive or else otherwise negative. So here R1 can measure in the direction of incident light rays, that's why it is a positive. Whereas R2, okay, so the incident light rays incident from left to right, whereas the direction of measuring of radius of surface 2 is opposite to the direction of incident light rays. That's why R2 is negative. Now substitute R1 positive, R2 negative. 1 by f is equals to n2 by n1 minus 1. 1 by r1 minus, so minus of 1 by r2 because here r2 is a negative. 1 by f is equals to n2 by n1 minus 1 into 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2. So lens maker's formula become, okay, like this for a convex lens. 1 by f is equals to n2 by n1 minus 1 into 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2. Now let's see here how lens maker's formula changes for a concave lens. Okay, so this is a concave lens. So here we have taken object on this side. So its surface is taken as a 1 and it is taken as a 2. Then its radius is r1, its radius is r2. See here we can measure r1 opposite to the direction of incident light rays. So r1 is a negative and r2 we can measure in the direction of incident light rays in the same in this direction. So r2 is positive. So 1 by f is equals to n2 by n1 minus 1. Okay, so here r1 is negative, that's why minus 1 by r1, r2 is positive, minus 1 by R2. So 1 by F is equals to N2 by N1 minus 1 into minus 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Okay. So like this, so the lens maker's formula changes for a convex lens and for a concave lens. Okay? Concave lens. See, while solving the problems for a convex lens, a concave lens, or as a plano convex lens, plano concave lens. So we use the lens maker's formula and we apply the sign conventions. Okay. So we use the lens maker's formula in this way. Then we take then after that we apply the sign conventions. So what is R1, R2 like that. Okay. Now see here, in air medium, okay, in air medium, refractive index of air is equals to 1. Let's take a refractive index of a lens, N2 is equals to N. Then lens maker's formula is 1 by F is equals to N minus 1, 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. So this is the lens maker's formula when the lens taken in a air medium. 1 by F is equals to N minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Now let's see here, for a convex lens, 1 by F is equals to N2 by N1 minus 1, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay, just before I explain. Suppose here, if N2 is greater than N1, N2 is what? Refractive index of a lens. If the refractive index of a lens is greater than the refractive index of a medium in which lens kept, then if N2 is greater than N1, then this N2 by N1 is greater than 1. So we get N2 by N1 value greater than 1. Greater than 1 minus 1 means that is a positive. Positive into this positive is a positive. Then focal length is a positive. That means convex lens acts as a remains as a converging lens or else a positive lens. Suppose if N2 is less than N1, that means if the refractive index of a lens is less than the refractive index of a medium in which lens kept, okay, then N2 by N1, this N2 by N1 become less than 1. If its value is less than 1, then it is minus 1 is there is some negative value. Negative into positive is a negative. That means we get F is a negative. That means though it is a convex lens, converging lens, positive lens, but it acts as a it acts as a diverging lens or as a negative lens, a diverging lens. Okay. So further, it does not converge the refracted light rays. It diverges the light rays. Okay. So when F is a negative, that means when the refractive index of a denser medium is greater than the refractive index of a lens, then the converging lens acts as a diverging lens. Now see here in the case of a concave lens. Okay. So this is the formula, that is how that is lens maker's formula changed for a concave lens. Suppose here if N2 is greater than N1, N2 is what? Refractive index of a lens is greater than the refractive index of a medium in which a lens is kept. If N2 greater than N1, N2 by N1 is greater than 1. If N2 by N1 is greater than 1, then this is minus 1 is here there is a positive value, and this positive and this negative, positive into negative is a negative. That means F is a negative. That means concave lens acts as a remains as a concave lens. That means diverging lens acts as a diverging lens when the refractive index of a lens is greater than the refractive index of a medium. Suppose say here if N2 is less than N1, then N2 by N1 is less than 1. If N2 by N1 is less than 1, and this is minus 1 means, okay, so here we get a negative value, and this negative into negative is a positive. That means when the refractive index of a lens is less than the refractive index of a medium in which a lens is kept, then this concave lens acts as a converging lens. Okay, that means this diverging lens acts as a converging lens. Okay, so this is, that means when the refractive index of a medium is greater than the refractive index of a lens, okay, then the converging lens acts as a diverging lens and a diverging lens acts as a converging lens. So this is very important. So here I tried to show how it convex lens acts as a negative lens and the concave lens acts as a positive lens when the refractive index of a medium is greater than the refractive index of a lens. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, sometimes they will give here n1 n2 are refractive index of a medium and refractive index of a lens respectively. Then when concave lens acts as a converging lens, then when diverging lens acts as a converging lens, like that they ask and they give the multiple options, the relation between n1 and n2. Okay, so depending upon the given, we have to choose the correct answer. Okay, this is. Remember, while solving the problems related to convex lens or else related to concave lens, we should use a lens maker's formula 1 by f is equals to n2 by n1 minus 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2 only. And here, according to sign conventions, you have to substitute r1 and r2 values. For a convex lens, you can substitute r1 is a positive, r2 is a negative. For a concave lens, you can substitute r1 is a negative and r2 is a positive. So in the question, they don't give negative values. Okay, commonly they give r1 is something, r2 is something. But according to the sign convention, okay, by following the sign convention, we have to substitute which one is a positive and which one is a negative in this formula. Then we can get the answer. Now see here, just before I explain, okay, when refractive index of a medium is greater than the refractive index of a lens, then the converging lens acts as a diverging lens and a diverging lens acts as a converging lens. So this is very important. Okay, remember, when the refractive index of a lens, okay, is less than the refractive index of a medium in which kept, then converging lens acts as a diverging lens and a diverging lens acts as a converging lens. So this is a very important. And here air bubble in water medium is acts as a diverging lens. Actually, to see the shape of the air bubble is in the form of a convex shape. Okay, though the shape of the air bubble is a convex, okay, suppose if it is in water medium, it acts as a diverging lens. So because air bubble, its refractive index is a 1 and it is in a water medium. The refractive index of the water medium is 1.33. That means the refractive index of a water medium is greater than the refractive index of air. That's why air bubble in water medium acts as a diverging lens. Okay, remember, this is a very important. Let's see here how focal length of a lens changes when we take it in a water medium. See here, focal length of a lens in water medium. Let f and f dash are the focal lengths of a lens in air and water medium respectively. Means f is the focal length of a lens in air medium, f dash is a focal length of a lens in water medium. Okay. Now let's see what is the relation between those two. Okay. So using the lens maker's formula for a convex lens in air medium, we can write 1 by f is equals to N2 by N1 minus 1, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Now here lens taken in air medium, so N1 is equals to 1 and N2 is equals to refractive index of air medium is 1 and refractive index of a lens is 3 by 2. Substitute these two values in this. 1 by f is equals to 3 by 2 by 1 means, okay, 3 by 2 minus 1, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. 3 by 2 minus 1 is what? Here LCM is 2. 2 into 1, 2. 3 minus 2 by 2. That means 1 by 2. So 1 by f is equals to 1 by 2 into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Give as equation number 1. And next, when the same lens is kept in a water medium, assume its focal length is f dash, then 1 by f dash is equals to, okay. Now substitute the same in the lens formula. N2 is refractive index of a lens, 3 by 2, and N1 is refractive index of a medium in which lens kept. Here medium is what? Water medium. So 4 by 3 minus 1 into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay. 3 by 2 by 4 by 3 become 9 by 8 minus 1, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. 9 by 8 minus 1 is 1 by 8. 1 by f dash is equals to 1 by 8 into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Now let's do equation 1 by equation 2. On the left side of equation 1 is what? 1 by f. 1 by f divided by the left side of equation 2, 1 by f dash. 1 by f divided by 1 by f dash can be written as using a multiplication symbol 1 by f into reverse of the second, okay, 1 by f dash. That is f dash by 1. That is equals to, so right hand side of equation 1 by right hand side of equation 2. Here 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 get cancelled. And here f dash is equals to, okay, 1 by 2 into 8 by 1 into f. So 2 1 ja, 2 4 ja. Then f dash is equals to 4 into f. That is equals to 4f. F dash is what? Focal length of a lens in water medium. That is equals to 4 into f is a focal length of lens in air medium. That means f dash is equals to 4f. That means the focal length of a lens in water medium is equal to 4 times the focal length of lens when it was in air medium. So this is the relation between, okay, like this the focal length of a lens changes when we take it into water medium. Suppose if the focal length of a lens, converging lens in air medium is 20 centimeter, okay, if we take the same lens in water medium, its focal length become 4 into 20, that is equals to 80 centimeter. So this is how focal length of a lens, converging lens changes when we take it into a water medium. Okay? Now see here, if we cut a lens into two halves, when we cut a full lens into two halves, two equal halves in this way, then what is the focal length of each half? What is the focal length of each half? So assume here the radii of a lens are same, that is R1 is equals to R2 is equals to R. Now let's see here focal length of a plano convex lens. So here let's take f is a focal length of a full lens and f dash is a focal length of a plano-convex lens. Okay. Now, before cutting a lens, so 1 by f is equals to n minus 1, 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2. So here r1 is equals to r and r2 is equals to r. Before cutting a lens into two equal halves. Okay. So 1 by f is equals to n minus 1 into 1 by r plus 1 by r. 1 by f is equals to n minus 1 into 2 by r. Okay. So this is next, suppose if a lens is cut into two equal halves, then the focal length of each half is, let's take the focal length of half lens is f dash, then 1 by f dash is equals to n minus 1, and here in the two radii, okay, that is here one surface is a plane surface. In the case of plano-convex lens, one surface is a plane and another one is a convex surface. And we know that the radius of curvature of a plane surface is infinity, and the radius of curvature of a convex surface R2 is equals to R. Now substitute 1 by f dash is equals to n minus 1 into 1 by infinity plus 1 by R. So 1 by infinity value is 0, then it will become 1 by f dash is equals to n minus 1 by r. So give this as equation number 2. Now do equation number 1 by equation number 2. Okay. So in equation number 1, the left side term is 1 by f into, you write reverse this left side of equation 2, f dash by 1 is equals to, okay, the right side of equation 1 is n minus 1 into 2 by r into, you write the reverse of right side of equation 2, that is r by n minus 1. So n minus 1 get cancelled, r get cancelled, that is equals to 2. F dash by f is equals to 2. F dash is equals to 2f. Here f dash is what? Focal length of each plano-convex lens. F is a focal length of a full lens. That means if you cut a lens into two equal halves, then the focal length of each half become double to the focal length of a lens before cutting. Okay, so when you cut your lens, okay, then the focal length of each half lens increases twice. That means the focal length of each half lens is plano-convex lens is equals to 2 times the focal length of a full lens. That is f dash is equals to 2f. So like that, the focal length of a lens changes when you divide the lens into two equal halves. Okay? Yes. तो कहाँ दिखता है? Focal length of a convex lens, if its radii of curvatures are the same. Now let's see here, what is the focal length of a convex lens if its radii of curvatures are same. If r1 is equals to r2 is equals to r, then 1 by f is equals to n minus 1 into 1 by r1 in the place of r1 r plus 1 by r2 in the place of r2 r. 1 by f is equals to n minus 1. Here r is a LCM, 1 plus 1 2. 1 by f is equals to n minus 1 into 2 by r. Then f is equals to, okay, f is equals to, so reverse, we have to reverse the right hand side of this equation. F is equals to r by 2 into n minus 1. So this is the focal length of a convex lens when its radii of curvatures are same. Here f is a focal length, r is a radius of a curvature, okay, n is a refractive index of a lens. Then f is equals to r by 2 into n minus 1. This is the focal length of a convex lens when its radii of curvatures are same. Now see here, so this is the converging lens, or is called as a positive lens, or is called as a convex lens. This is a negative lens, or is a diverging lens, or is a negative lens. So it is called as a negative lens because its focal length is a negative. Okay, it is called as a positive lens because its focal length is positive. And this is a plano-convex lens. and this is a plano-convex concave lens. So already you know that the lenses are made by transparent materials. So each lens can have two surfaces, of which at least one surface is a curved surface. Okay. So this is briefly about lens maker's formula and it's related. So in the next class we see about the activity of how the focal length of a lens changes depending upon the medium in which lens is kept. Okay, thank you.